All right, we're live. It's the big fat vegan quiz of the year. There we go. That's my intro. So today we have got some very special guests. Unfortunately, one of the original guests I had has dropped out because she's ill at the moment because there's flu and stuff going around. It's happened in my household. Both me and Rachel have been bedridden with it the past few days. I've luckily recovered now and passed it on to her. But there's some nasty stuff going around in cold and flu season. And unfortunately, Alexandra has also fallen prey to that as well. So we only have 3 lovely contestants today, but nonetheless, it's going to be a fantastic quiz still. So we've got Jamie Logan, we've got Hudson Tarlow, and we've got Lucie Munson. I'll tell you what, we'll give, for anyone unfamiliar with you 3 great activists, we'll just go in order where you can like introduce yourselves and what kind of stuff you have done over the years in the animal rights movement. So Jamie, just give yourself a little intro first for anyone unfamiliar with you and shout out your channels and all that kind of stuff.
Sure. Thanks so much, George, for having me. My name is Jamie Logan. I am a New York-based animal rights activist. I do street-style interviews and talk to people about anything animal rights, from animal testing to the food we eat to the clothing we wear, and I get people thinking. And I try to use a little bit of humor, fun edits, and I also attend protests, do plant-based food drives, and I am the campaign manager at Generation Vegan.
Awesome stuff. And Hudson, you next.
Hey everyone, I'm Hudson. I originally met George at the Week of Truth in New York City. I've done a bunch of outreach over the years on social media, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Also did behind the scenes video work for Anonymous for the Voiceless and Earthling Ed, both for a couple of years. Right now I live in Nashville, Tennessee, studying music in university. And that's about it. You can find me on social media at Hudson Tarlow. And thanks for having me, George.
Perfect, no problem. And Lucie?
I've been a vegan activist for like about a year. I mainly do outreach. I do some podcasts, and I've organized events for With the Free as well, and for other one-off things in the year. So that's basically it.
Cool, awesome. Your mic still sounds a bit quieter than other people's, Lucie's. I've put it up on the top volume. Hudson and Jamie, are you both noticing that Lucie's just that little bit quieter?
Yes.
So it wasn't that Hudson was too loud. It was actually that Lucie's too quiet. Lucie, if you can raise your mic volume a little bit. Otherwise, it doesn't matter if not, because we're not going to be talking that much during the quiz or anything. It's mainly just going to be me reading out the questions and you guys noting down your answers. But in any case, what we can do actually while Lucie just has a little play around with her mic settings, not that it matters if she doesn't fix it, but I can read out the rules of the quiz, and then you 3 can ask any questions that you want just after I've read the rules before we get started. It won't be there will be no time limit or anything on the quiz, by the way, so you don't have to panic or worry about anything. I'll just move on to the next answer and stuff once, people have had a little bit of time to think and ponder. All right, so the rules of the quiz. So there's going to be 5 rounds, okay? So rule number 1, participants are not allowed to look at the live chat. And I'm going to ask anyway that those in the live chat do not shout out answers to any of the questions. Just note them along in private as you go. That goes for the contestants as well, okay? So it's not going to be like fastest finger first, shouting out the answers as we go. I'm just going to read you out some questions, or there'll be questions on the screen as well. I'll screen share, and you just got to note the answer down in private. And then at the end of each round, we'll just we'll just tally up your scores, okay? So make a note of your answers in secret as we go. Now shouting out the answers. Scoring will be done at the end of each round. Now there are 5 rounds, vegan and non-vegan related. Okay, they are as follows. Round 1 is called Year in Review, and that's vegan and not vegan related. It's just 7 questions for that, and it's a combination of vegan and non-vegan related issues from the year 2023. Round 2 is a picture round. That's going to be totally vegan, animal rights related. I'm going to screen share, and you'll just answer questions about pictures that flash up on the screen. Round 3 is a silly little game I created. I call it Connect 4. And it's basically, I'll explain this more when we actually get to the round, but you're going to be trying to work out what connects 4 different things that you have to find the answer to. You have to find the common thing that links these 4 different things together. All will become clear when we get to that round, because right now you're probably thinking, what the hell does that mean? Round number 4 will be a vegan general knowledge. That'll just be 10 vegan general knowledge questions. And then the 5th and final round, this is for the real quiz buffs in the room to see who the real brain is. It'll be general knowledge. So there's going to be, it could be history, science, literature, any of that stuff that you guys need to geek up on if you don't get the answers to. So I'll just check before we start. Can all of you, because we're doing this on StreamYard, who are participating, just make sure you're not looking at that bit on the right that says comments. You're just looking at like private chat. Is everyone? So no one's looking at the private chat, right? Good.
We're supposed to be looking at the private chat, right? Not the comments.
Yeah, private chat is fine. You can look at private chat because that's just us 4 in the room. But don't ever click on those comments, Hudson, because if you do, yeah. Right. Okay. Do any of you have questions before we start the quiz?
Yeah, let's do it.
Actually, do I need a notepad?
You can either use a notepad if you're old school like that, or you can just type your answers privately in a different tab or something, like on in your Gmail or whatever. But yeah, note down your answers, because I'll be reading out the answers at the end of each round, and you'll have to tally up your scores, and then you're gonna each give your scores back at the end of each round, and then I'll total them up at the end. Okay.
Okay.
So, has everyone got something like that, either a pen and pad or a different tab open where they can just type stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. Well, I guess we're ready to kick off the quiz then, aren't we? All right. Round 1, here we go. The big fat vegan quiz of the year starts now. Round 1 is year in review. So this is vegan and non-vegan related. Okay, question 1, guys. Question 1. The vegan campout took place for the first time this year in another country, as well as in its usual place in the UK. What was that other country? So it took place in the UK as usual, but for the first time, it took place outside the UK and in another country. So I need you to write down what that other country was.
Can you get your ass out of my face?
How often are you telling people that, Jamie?
Thank God, not too often.
It's funny. Someone told me that on the subway in New York, actually. I was just leaning against the railing things. I just felt this sharp push in my back, and I turned around, and this woman with this death stare just goes, "Could you move your ass out of my face, please?" I just scared the living daylights out of me. Yeah, it was a taste of New York. Yeah. All right. Number 2. Is everyone happy for me to move on to question 2? Cool.
Yeah.
Question 2. Which fictional movie out in cinemas earlier this year did Peter call an animal rights masterpiece and the best animal rights film of the year? So it's a fictional movie in cinemas earlier this year that came out. Peter called it an animal rights masterpiece and the best animal rights film of the year. Not a documentary, a fictional movie out in cinemas. So have a think, guys, and note that down. Everyone ready for question 3? Okay. Question 3. What was the name of the Beatles' so-called last ever song that was released this year using the power of AI? So it's very special. The Beatles brought back John Lennon and George Harrison. They brought them back from the dead for this song. Kind of creepy, using AI. Very crystal clear HD video that shows them, in their youth. It was really great to watch, actually. So what was the name of that song by the Beatles, their last ever song that came out this year? Fun trivia fact. The guy who produced for the Beatles is called George Martin.
Yeah, I always think about that whenever I see his name.
I used to, for all like whenever we had every time we'd get a new teacher at school, whenever my name was read out on the register, they'll be like, "Oh, are your parents Beatles fans and stuff?" It's not because of that at all. All right, everyone ready for question 4? Sweet. Question 4. This one's a tough one. You have to be a bit of a nerd to know this, but that's why it's funny. What day of the week was World Vegan Day on this year? I don't want the date. I want the day of the week that World Vegan Day fell on.
Oh my God.
This year.
Can we open like a calendar app?
No. Yeah. Rule number 5 or 6. Strictly no using any other paraphernalia means of gathering answers. It's all got to come from the dome. You've got to remember, where were you, Hudson, on World Vegan Day? Were you sat eating breakfast in hotel so-and-so? Were you on the subway here? Were you... And if you don't remember that, well, obviously you're not vegan, Hudson. So...
So you mean like day of the week, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, that kind of stuff?
Correct.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
not the date.
I could do it, but
I want the day of the week.
All right.
It can only be one of 7 answers, so it's
All
a
right,
one. It's a... Damn, I shouldn't have told you there's 7 days of the week. Shit, I've given Hudson a bit of a. He'd have been bamboozled if I didn't tell him that. All right. Next question. So this is question number 5. What is the name of Earthling Ed's second published book, which came out earlier this year? So remember, he published his first book last year, but then this year he published another book. What is the name of that book by Earthling Ed that came out this year? All right, everyone ready for question 6?
Yep.
Sweet. This is a funny one. Which world champion freerunner renounced veganism only to make an apology video this year saying he is now vegan again? So yeah, he became an ex-vegan and then he did an apology video this year saying, I think it was called something like an apology for my denouncement of veganism or something like that. The world champion free runner. Who was that? All right. And question number 7. And then I will reveal the answers. Question number 7. This is quite a morbid one. Which storm this year was the deadliest Mediterranean tropical-like cyclone in recorded history? In layman's terms, there was a massive fuck-off storm earlier this year that killed a lot of people.
I don't even think I heard about this. I'm like,
yeah, it's weird. I don't think it made the news as much as it should have done, but there was a giant fucking storm.
How many people died?
I'm going to say about 11,000.
What?
It was a big ass fucking storm.
Huh.
Yeah. A hella cyclone. Yeah.
Are we sure these are vegan questions?
I said before, it's a mixture of vegan and non-vegan questions. So round 1 is mixture of vegan and non-vegan. Round 2 is coming next, and that's all vegan.
All right.
And then the last round is completely non-vegan. It's just... So it's a mixture. All right. Cool. Everyone ready for the answers?
Yeah.
Do we like submit ours first, or how does this work?
how this will work is I'm going to say the answer to each one, and you just got a tick next to yours or note it down, and then I'll just tally up what you just tell me how many you got, and I'll tally them up.
All right, cool.
All right. So, question number 1. The vegan campout took place for the first time this year in another country outside the UK, as well as in its usual place in the UK. What was that other country? Guys, what do you think it was? Feel free to shout out.
Australia.
That is correct. So please give yourself a tick if you put Australia. All right, question 2. Which fictional movie out in cinemas earlier this year did Peter call an animal rights masterpiece and the best animal rights film of the year? Feel free to shout out. What do you think, guys?
Chicken Run.
No.
I said Oakja because I have no idea.
It was Guardians of the Galaxy 3 because of the
Really?
vivisection stuff in it. Yeah. Peter gave it an award. Yeah. Give yourself a tick
Like,
if you got it.
that's Guardians of the Galaxy. That's like anti-vegan because there's the guy who the tree who feels pain, non-vegan.
Oh my god. I'll probably not watch it then. If that's just giving Carnage ammo. Shit. All right. Question 3 was, what was the name of the Beatles' last ever song that was recorded this year using the power of AI that brought George and John back to life? Does anyone know the answer to this? Feel free to shout out.
I have some written down. I've like listened to it, but I'm not a big Beatles fan, so I just listened to it like once or twice.
Yeah.
So I just I wrote down like something that I think it is, but
Yeah, feel free. If you
it wasn't like As It Is or something.
It was 3 words, so you're close.
Yeah, I knew it was something.
No?
Lucy, what do you think it was?
I wrote down Let It Be, but I don't think it's
It definitely wasn't Let It Be. That was like the 70s when that was on their video on the rooftop. The Simpsons parodied that like in the early 90s, I think. No, so it was released just this year using AI to bring them back, and it was called Now and Then.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, and everyone should totally watch that video because it's mad. Like you literally see 70s John and George, but like in HD, like they're here now, like in the. It was really weird and great. It's amazing to see that using the power of technology. So everyone should totally check that video out. All right, question number 4. You had to be a nerd to get this, or a real vegan. You're obviously just a fake vegan if you didn't get this. What day of the week was World Vegan Day on this year? Anyone know?
I actually know it. Because my birthday is October 23rd. So that's close. So I'm going to say Wednesday.
Hudson, you're right. It was on Wednesday, the 1st of November.
Damn it.
So, Hudson, you're obviously the only real vegan in this room. I mean. All right. The next question was, what is the name of Earthling Ed's second published book, which came out earlier this year? Guys, do you know what it was?
How to Argue with a Meat Eater.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not sure about the word, but which one?
What did you put it down as, Lucy? I'll see if I can award you the point.
How to Debate a Meat Eater. Oh, no.
I can't accept it because book titles have got to be precise. It was so close, but you have to get the precise. If it's a book title, it has to be the exact title. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Lose. Okay.
All right. Cool. Yeah, it's How to Argue with the Meat Eater, and then there's in brackets and win every time. But I'll accept like How to Argue with the Meat Eater. Okay. Number 6. Which world champion freerunner renounced veganism only to make an apology video this year saying he's now vegan again? Guys, who was it?
Tim Sheaf.
Of course it was.
Oh, really? I just guessed John Venus because that seems like a thing he did.
John Venus couldn't free run for shit. He'd like his spine would crack that guy's so heavy that if he was to like land on 2 feet, his kneecaps would just explode. No, it was Tim Sheaf, of course. He's back in the fold now, apparently. So yeah, there you go. Give yourself a point if you got Tim Sheaf. If not, hard luck. All right. And then number 7, which storm was the deadliest Mediterranean tropical-like cyclone in recorded history? Any of you take a guess what it was?
Hurricane Mediterranean.
It was Storm Daniel. Storm Daniel. So yeah, look it up on Google. But yeah, killed a hell of a load of people.
That's crazy.
I think around maybe like Eastern Europe.
Estimated 20,000. Wow. How did I never hear about that? That's wild.
Yeah, it didn't make.
Only in September. What?
Yeah, it's I guess that's Western media for you. It
Yeah,
doesn't.
that's crazy.
Yeah. Well, it was so focused. I think I'll tell you what it was. Actually, no, it can't have been so focused heavily on the Israel-Palestine stuff because this happened before October, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. Whoa, what the fuck was going on in September then that overshadowed that? I don't know. Right, anyway. Okay. All right, Jamie, how many did you get?
I got 2.
2, that's fine. Hudson, you?
I got 3.
3. And Lucy?
2.
2, perfect. Oh, very tight round, guys. Very good so far. All right. We are now on to round 2. This one's going to be a lot of fun because this is a picture round. So I'm going to share my screen with you now. These are all vegan related questions. There's no non-vegan related questions.
Ow!
Okay.
You.
Oh,
bad.
Right. Share screen. Okay, can everyone see that?
Mm-hmm.
Now, don't shout out what it is if you can see it, because that's going to be the first question. So,
No.
question number 1. Which animal rights organization's logo is this? That's question number 1. So please write that down, guys. All right. Everyone ready for question 2?
Yes.
Sweet. Question number 2. Which group's logo is this? And I've blanked out the text. Okay, the text on this is blanked out because it says what it is. But yeah, which group's logo is this?
George, can I delete the round 1 questions from my document?
Yeah, that's fine because I've noted down your answer, so it's all good. Yeah. All right. Question number 3. Which vegan athlete is this?
Does it say it anywhere on his shorts?
No. Thank God. I was like, shit, has Jamie seen something? That could have ruined my game, my questions massively.
Come
No, thankfully it does not. All right. Question number 4. What animal is this? See, I say it's vegan related, and that involves cute animals as well, because we're vegan, right? So there'll be a few cute animals here and there in the vegan rounds. What animal is this? And no, it doesn't say on their fur, Jamie. Sorry.
I'm looking.
All right. Question number 5. I'm obsessed with these at the moment. What are these cute little guys? What species of animal are these? I fucking love these. Like, they're all over my fucking stories and shit. Me and Rachel are constantly just sending pictures of them to each other. We absolutely love them. What are these? Their facial expressions are just fucking... And they always have different, like, really weird human kind of facial expressions. Like in each picture, they'll have like mischievous looks or this like cautious or suspicious look. They're just brilliant.
They remind me of a cartoon character.
Yes.
Right?
They're brilliant. Yeah. Absolutely love them. They're not a very well-known animal, but they should be. They totally should be. Like our Instagram feed should be just filled with them. All right. Question number 6. Which vegan racing driver is this? Everyone ready for question 7? Cool. Question 7. Who is this?
Everybody's got to know this one. I mean,
They have to.
come on.
They have to.
Oh God.
It's one of those questions like, what day of the week was World Vegan Day? Yes, you just have to be. You're just obviously not vegan.
I don't know about that.
Right. Question number 8. Who is this?
Hmm.
Lucy's got her thinking face on. Either that or it's a calculated face, like, I got this.
She's also got all the books behind her.
Yes.
You are.
Yeah. Right.
Like an animal, small animal that puffs its, themselves. That
Yes, you're peacocking us right now, Lucy. Oh, yeah. Right. Question 9. What fruit is this?
Oh.
What fruit is this?
I think I know it in French.
If you know it in French, that's absolutely fine, because we can just translate at the end. If you don't know the word in English, don't worry about that. As long as you got the name of the...
Those bitches can get really big. I saw one at this market near my mom's place in Miami, and I couldn't even pick one up. It was so heavy.
Really? Fuck.
Yeah. They're so good though.
Yeah. All right. And question number 10. Who is this? And it's when they were younger. It's a younger version of themselves. All right, everyone ready for the answers? Let's go. Okay. Number 1. All right, guys, which organization's logo was that? Feel free to shout out.
We the Free.
Correct. It is We the Free's logo. So give yourself a point if you got that. Number 2. Any of you know this one? Feel free to shout out.
Is it a Hunt Sab organization?
Yes. Well done, Jamie. It's the Hunt Sabs.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Does that work if we just wrote Sabs? I didn't know the Hunt.
Yeah, Sabs is fine. Sabs is fine. I'll accept Sabs. Yep. All right. Yeah, I'm especially impressed that anyone got that here from living outside the UK, because they're very well known in the UK, but there aren't many or any Hunt Sab groups, or at least from the organization, I don't think, in the States, right? So a lot of Americans are unfamiliar with Hunt Sabs. I don't know if there are like anti-hunt groups that go out and stop hunts and stuff in the States, but the Hunt Sabs.
My friend a few weeks ago went out to the UK for 2 weeks and camped out and went out with the Hunt Sabs, and they were working on stopping the badger hunt.
Yes, we have a badger cull here in the UK.
Badger cull. Yeah.
Yes. Very sad, because farmers are killing them because they allegedly spread TB or something to cows or something. I don't know, but they shoot them and lay traps for them and stuff. So it's really messed up. So yeah, the Sabs are doing very fine work. All right. Question number 3. Did anyone know who this awesome vegan athlete is?
King Ledek.
Yes. So it's King Dave Leduc. So he
I
is
wrote down
the
Dan.
world champion in Lathway, which is like the world's most brutal sport. So anytime some carnist mouths off at you and says vegans are a bunch of pussies and blah, 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 tell him to step in the ring with the world's hardest man, Dave Leduc, who literally headbutts guys and gets headbutted for a living. That's how they allow headbutts in this sport.
Wow.
That's how brutal it is. So this guy's the world champion. And he's just retired. So as champion. So phenomenal vegan athlete, kicking ass in the ring and outside the ring as well. So
Was he in Game Changers or anything?
I don't think he was. I don't know if he was in Lathway at the time. He might have been doing MMA at the time or something. But he went to Lathway in Myanmar, which is where the sport mainly is. It's also known as Burmese boxing. And absolutely cleaned up there. He's kicked a lot of ass there. So yeah, top guy, absolute legend in the game. All right. Number 4. Does anyone know what this cute little guy is?
The badger.
No.
Weasel.
No. He's a Tasmanian devil.
Oh.
Yeah. Everyone remember Taz, right? From Looney Tunes? Am I a boomer and I know who Taz was, but you guys don't remember
No
Taz?
idea.
Wait. Okay. Lucy, how old are you?
I'm 26.
26. Jamie, what about you?
25.
I think I've just beaten you by a few boomer years. I know Hudson. How old are you now?
22.
22. Did you guys not have Looney Tunes with Taz?
No, I did. I remember Looney Tunes, like Bugs Bunny and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember Tasmanian Devil in it.
No, me either.
Yeah, just
There's like the rabbit who runs fast. There's like Tom and Jerry.
yeah. He was. Let me just look him up.
I think I just got him in my head. Wasn't
Yeah.
he like a triangle, a little bit shaped?
Hold on. Let me show you a picture of him. This is what he looks like. He was the guy who used to go. Hold on. Can you see him there?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think these two look very different, George.
I would not have known that was
He
the
used to-
Tasmanian Devil.
He used to rip through the thing. He used to go like, blah, blah, or something at the start and like rip the like
Yeah.
the sign or something, didn't he? All right. Question number 5. I'll love you forever if you got this. Who are these cute little guys? What species is this?
Badger.
Badgers.
Definitely not. They are rock hyraxes. Rock hyraxes. They're native, I think, to the Middle East and to certain parts of Africa. And yeah, you totally need to involve them in your life. They're these fluffy little guys with very stumpy legs and like insanely hilarious and cute facial expressions. So please look up after the show rock hyraxes.
Oh my god! I thought I was a level 5 vegan, but after this quiz, I'm really starting to doubt that.
Oh yes, yep. All right. Question 6. You've got to know who this is. Anyone know who this is?
Lewis
Lewis
Hamilton.
Hamilton.
Correct. Yeah. So if you got Lewis Hamilton, give yourself a point. If not, no. Number 7. Who is this? Shout out.
Ingrid Newkirk.
Of course. Yeah.
Peter.
Yep. Ingrid Newkirk. Give yourselves a point.
Founder of PETA.
All right. Number 8. Do you all know who this is?
No clue.
Seems
She
no one
looks
does.
like young Julie Andrews, maybe.
She is Fiona Oakes. She's one of the greatest vegan athletes of all time. She is a triple world record holder in long distance running, and she's an absolute superwoman. She also runs, so she's not only one of the best vegan athletes of all time, probably the fittest woman to ever walk the earth, but she also runs Tower Hills Stable Sanctuary in the UK. So she runs a vegan sanctuary and she's an animal rights activist. She's like absolute superwoman in the movement. So everyone needs to know the name Fiona Oakes. And there's a documentary about her, I think called Running for something. It was either Keegan Kuhn or Kip Anderson from Cowspiracy, so that you can watch literally a documentary about her. So yeah, Fiona Oakes, an incredible vegan athlete. All right, number 9. All right, who got this? What fruit is this, guys?
Jackfruit.
Yes, well done. Lucy, what did you think it was?
In French, it's coin.
Oh, I think that's called quince in English.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not quince, unfortunately, but I think it maybe looks similar. I'm not sure. All right. Question 10. Who's this, guys?
I wrote down Tom Regan.
I wrote down a young Gary Yourofsky.
Oh my god! I wrote down young Paul Watson.
No, guys, it's Ronnie Lee, the founder of the ALF.
How is it not Gary Yourofsky?
It's worth a try, you know. Like.
Do you want me to show you the young Gary Yourofsky?
Oh, you have a photo?
Yes.
Hold on.
You guys,
You're not.
I just got a message the other day asking if I knew who Gary Yourofsky was. And I was like, yes, of course I know who he is. He's a huge inspiration to me. And then the person goes, oh, I'm his wife. He watches.
Wait,
Erica.
Yes.
Wait, are you serious?
I'm serious.
What? Wow, that's crazy. Wow.
It was
All right.
so cool. Anyway.
Yeah, that's awesome. You spoke to Erica. That's awesome, man.
Yes.
All right. So here is the young Gary Yourofsky. Get ready. Boom. That's him.
Oh my god, no way.
Yeah, that's him.
What?
Yeah, he used to have long, like, red locks, and then he started going bald.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Same face.
Yep. That would have been funnier, actually. I should have done that for question 10, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
You would have all been stumped. All right. Cool. That ends the picture round. All right. So we'll total up your scores now. Okay. Jamie, what did you get for round 2?
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
4. Good work. Hudson, you?
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5. Very good. And Lucy?
3.
3. Pretty good score so far. There's not too much in it. It seems like a pretty even contest so far. So good stuff. All right, this one's going to be a lot of fun. So this one, I'm going to give you a little bit more time to answer each question. This is going to take a bit of time. So this is a little game I've created called Connect 4. Obviously, the name is the rip-off of the board game Connect 4, but it's inspired by a quiz show we have here in the UK that I don't know if it is in the US as well, called Only Connect, where you've got to find out what the answers are to some certain questions and then find out what it is that connects those 4 things together. Now I'm going to do, because this is kind of complicated, I'm going to do 2 practice rounds first, just so you all actually get it. Okay, because otherwise we'll go into the first question and you might be kind of confused as to how it works. So there's going to be 2 practice rounds for this where there's absolutely no pressure and you can all literally work out the answers together, literally work as a team and then see how it works. Now, some of the answers to these will be homophones or heterophones, meaning like a word that, you know, it sounds like that, but is spelt differently, or is spelt the same, but sounds, wait, no, I don't know. But you'll get what I mean when you see her. So what I'm going to do then is I will flash up on the screen the first practice round question. And you'll see how this is going to work. And there's 7 questions for this round. So 2 practice questions first. So here we go. All right, guys. So let's work this out together. And you will see how this is going to work, okay? So what connects these 4 things? The NFL team nicknamed the Redskins. Peter's neighbor in Family Guy who had his own show. American car company founded in 1903. An alternative term for a vacuum cleaner. Now, let's think about what the answers are to each one of those 4 things. And then we're going to find out how those words relate. Okay. So it's not like each of the answers to those things are actually related, but the words in some way are going to, you'll be like, that makes sense once you get it. Okay. So let's work out the first one. So who's the NFL team nicknamed the Redskins, guys? What city, state does that represent?
Caliphone. No, I know why and how that formed. I think it's not like a nice thing, right? It's kind of.
I only watch football in the Super Bowl, so I have no idea.
All right, it's Washington, the Washington Redskins, right? You've heard of that team, yeah?
Yeah.
So the answer to that was so Washington. Peter's neighbor in Family Guy, who had his own show. Who were his neighbors, guys?
Quagmire.
Cleveland, right? The Cleveland show?
Yeah, so in this case, it's actually going to be Cleveland. But here's the thing. This is where it gets tricky. You might note down that it's Quagmire, but then the other answers won't relate to it in a certain way, okay? So, assuming Jamie's gone with Quagmire, that would be fine. She might have noted that down. But then maybe when Jamie gets to this next bit, she might think, actually, okay, so American car company founded in 1903. Think of some big yes, Ford. Alternative term for a vacuum cleaner. So like, I'm going to so-and-so the carpet, or do you have a spare so-and-so?
A vacuum? In a vacuum the carpet?
Swiffer.
No.
Dyson.
I'll tell you what, this will help you train to get this round better. Let's say you don't actually know the answer to this. That's absolutely fine, because you can still get the answer to this first question without knowing one or more of the actual questions that split it up, if that makes sense. So what have we got so far? We've got Washington. We've got either Cleveland or Quagmire, and we've got Ford. Think about it. Washington, Cleveland or Quagmire, Ford. Think.
Oh, President.
Yes. Well done, Jamie.
Okay.
So the fourth one is Hoover. Okay, so it would be Henry. Harold Hoover or Henry Hoover. Okay, so Washington, George Washington, Grover Cleveland, Gerald Ford, was it?
Yeah.
And then
was it Gerald? Oh.
And Herbert Hoover.
And then Herbert Hoover, I think it was. So yeah, so those are US presidents. Okay, so that's how it's going to work. I'm going to give you one more practice round, okay? And then it's going to get into the nitty gritty, and you guys are in at the deep end. You're in with the piranhas, okay? So here's the other practice question. What connects these four things? The name of Hilda's sister, also Sabrina's aunt, in the early 90s and noughties sitcom Sabrina the Teenage Witch. The legal American term for motor vehicle theft. Term in British English meaning a period of 2 weeks. And term meaning death, destruction, or terrible fate. Again, we can work them out one by one and then see what connects them. In fact, I think this one's so obvious that literally as soon as we get the first one, you might know what it is. Did anyone watch Sabrina the Teenage Witch?
A long time ago.
Okay, do you know what? If you didn't, you probably won't know it. So we'll just go on to the next one. That's fine. Again, you can know what this question is without knowing one or more of the parts that make it up. Legal American term for motor vehicle theft.
Hijack?
No.
Kleptomania?
No.
I know this.
It's quite a big, impressive sounding term. It's like, you've been charged with...
Grand Theft Auto.
Yes, I think you're going to know this already. So, what do you think this is going to be?
Like video games or something?
Right? Yeah. So you can get this literally already. So this is why it's funny, because even though it's kind of tricky, even if you get one thing in here, you might just know what the rest is going to be.
Yeah.
So then the term in British English meaning a period of 2 weeks. I don't think any of you will know this. Do you know what it is?
No.
Before something of.
Yeah, you're close, Lucy. It's a fortnight.
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay, like the game.
Yes, and then a term meaning death, destruction, or terrible fate.
Call of Duty.
No. You could say one has a sense of impending about this quiz. Doom. Yeah. So, and the first one, the name of Sabrina's aunt in Sabrina the Teenage Witch was Zelda.
Okay.
That's her name. So it's Zelda, Grand Theft Auto, Fortnite, Doom.
I gotta give you credit. These are very creative topics and answers. So good job.
Thank you. Yeah, good. Well, I'm glad that you think so. Okay, right. You guys are in at the deep end now because playtime's over. There's no more practice round. There's no more working out the answers together. There's no more help. You're getting thrown straight into it now. You're up shit creek without the paddle. Question 1. What connects these 4 things? So note this down. Genre of scary and suspenseful fiction in film and literature. The study of past events. Most commonly used term for currency. Common alternative term for naughty, unpleasant, or evil. I'm going to give you like 2 minutes. Anyone ready for question 2 or need a little bit more time?
Yeah, I'm ready for question 2.
That's funny. Yeah.
Question 2. What connects these 4 things? Province in Canada joint with Newfoundland. Term for someone from the eastern region of France on the west bank of the Rhine near Germany and Switzerland. Ring name of the wrestler Davey Boy Smith. Adjective for a type of croaky, wispy voice. Two minutes starts now. This is another one where if you get literally one of these, you'll know. I think this is hard but easy, if that makes sense. Like if you get literally one of these, you'll know what, you'll just be like, well, that's a so-and-so. So.
Is Davey Boy Smith the guy we were talking about before?
No, that's Dave
No.
Oh.
Yeah, Davey Boy Smith was a famous wrestler, but his ring name was will pretty much give away what it is. But again, if you know the answer to one of the single other bits in here, this is very easy once you know a single one of these. All right. Everyone ready for question 3 or need a little bit more time?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Sure, she says reluctantly. Okay. Question 3. What connects these 4 things? Large bird native to North America with a distinctive wattle. That's a little dangly bit. Type of ceramic commonly used for dinner plates. 1978 movie starring John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John. And spicy fruit of the genus capsicum. Now, guys, just remember some of these are homophones, heterophones, so they might sound the same as the thing we're looking for, but be spelt differently. But when you say the word, it will sound like the thing, and then you've got to say how it sounds compared to the other answers to the little things in here, and you should get what connects them. 2 minutes. This is going to be a lot of fun giving the answers. I can't wait for the answers to this round because you're going to be kicking. You're going to be like going through these questions like, oh, fuck, what is this? George is such a bastard for devising this. And then as soon as I give the answers, you're going to be like, ah. Just goes to show how brutal the quiz show only connect here is in the UK. You get like fucking 20 seconds to answer this. All right, everyone ready for question 4 or a little bit more time?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Ready.
Question 4. What connects these 4 things? Term for a dominant possession by a corporation over a supply or trade of something. Slang term for a tornado. Large armored military boat. And term for a surgical procedure. 2 minutes. Funny because I can look at the comments, whereas you guys can't. No shouting out the answers, Ray Sliver. David Ramsey's in the chat. He says this needs some tense music. Yeah.
We take game shows very seriously over here.
Oh, very much so. Well, it was the British who created Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, you see, which is the tensest, has the tensest music of all game shows, I think. And it was, that was a very proud creation. All right. Is everyone ready for question 5 or do you need a little bit more time?
Ready.
Question 5. What connects these 4 things? First name of the male lead character in Titanic. The organ in the body responsible for pumping blood. Precious material featured in the title of the Kanye West song about Sierra Leone. And title for female royal ruler of a country. 2 minutes, guys. All right. Everyone ready for question 6 or need a little bit more time?
Ready?
Ready?
Lucy, you ready?
Yep.
Okay. Question 6. What connects these 4 things? Abbreviated term for phase of sleep in mammals and birds where the eyes move a lot. Term for an item used for doing things like building or DIY. Fertile spot of desert where water is found. Transcendent state of freedom from suffering in Buddhist theory. Also a type of fallacy commonly used against veganism, which appeals to perfection. 2 minutes. I'm laughing at the comments you guys can't see, but oh my god. Oh. All right, just one more question after this, guys. Is anyone ready for question number 7?
Yes.
All right, cool. Last question of this hellish round. What connects these 4 things? The Roman god of war, a term for dirt or soil. The yellow-colored dog from the Mickey Mouse films. Element also known as quicksilver with the symbol capital H, lowercase g. And while you ponder that, I'm going to go and powder my nose. Back in this jiffy.
All right, while he's gone, maybe we just discuss our answers
Yeah.
as a team.
That would probably not be very helpful.
That's me either.
Me either.
Roman god of war.
All right. Everyone ready for the answers, or are they still working on question 7?
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Ready?
Right. This is going to be fun. Because all the ones you didn't get, you're going to be like, fuck!
Yeah.
This was so much easier than I thought.
That'd be horrible.
Okay. All right. How it worked then, I guess I'll just ask if any of you actually got this, and you can shout out the answer, and then we'll work out it together to see why it was that. So who got the answer to question 1?
Like for each topic or for the whole thing?
For the whole thing, yeah. So what connects these 4 things?
Everything ends in a Y.
No, it's not that. Although, could you be on? No, that wouldn't even be it anyway.
Mystery, history, and they rhyme as well.
It's not that. All right, you're gonna kick yourself. It's Michael Jackson songs.
Oh, no way.
Genre
What
of
about
scary or
because of the
suspenseful
first one?
fiction is thriller. Study of past events is history. Most commonly used term for currency is money. And common alternative term for naughty, unpleasant, or not or evil. Because I'm bad, you know it. You
Oh,
know
yeah,
I'm
that's
bad, I'm bad.
That's a
There you
good
go.
one.
It's bad.
Thanks for educating us with the song.
Thriller, history, money, bad. They're all Michael Jackson songs. Oh, I'm just going to check the comments now because I know people found that the hardest one. Jeremy, history is a song. Yep, it's a good Michael Jackson song, actually. History. All right. Question number 2. All right, what connects these 4 things? Shout it out if you got it. None of the contestants got it. It's dog breeds. Province in Canada joint with Newfoundland. It's Newfoundland and Labrador. Term for someone from eastern region of France on the west bank of the Rhine is an Alsatian. The ring name of the wrestler, Davy Boy Smith, he was the British Bulldog. An adjective for a type of croaky, wispy voice is husky. There you go. Labrador, Alsatian, British Bulldog, husky. All right.
Oh, that makes sense.
Number 3, what connects these 4 things, guys? Shout it out if you got it.
Building materials, but I.
No.
No clue.
Something Grease. We know Grease, the movie.
Well, yeah, that was the answer to one of them, but then you got to know the other ones to see what connects them. They're countries, guys. The large bird native to North America is a turkey. Type of ceramic commonly used for dinner plates is China.
Oh my god.
1978 movie is Greece. And then spicy fruit is chili.
Wow.
There you go. Turkey, China, Greece, Chile. The countries. All right. Isn't it? Don't you just kick yourself when you get it? You're like, fuck, how didn't I get that? Okay. Number 4. Will one of the contestants get this right? What was it, guys?
Board games.
Yes. Hudson got one. Yes. Term for a dominant possession by a corporation is a monopoly. Slang term for a tornado is twister. Large armored military boat is a battleship. And then term for a surgical procedure, operation. So monopoly, twister, battleship, operation. They're games, board games, whatever. Okay. Number 5. Shout it out, guys. What connects these 4 things?
Cards. Types of cards?
Yes. Well done, Lucy.
I only knew heart and queen, but I guessed cards.
But you got it. Yeah, that's good. So there you go. Even if you just get 2 of them, then you'll know.
Yeah, Jack.
So it was Jack. Yep. And then obviously organ in the body is heart. And it was diamonds from Sierra Leone. And then a queen is the female royal ruler of the country. So jacks, hearts, diamonds, queen. There you go. Card sheets. All right. Question number 6. Who got this one? Shout it out if you got it.
Bands?
Via bands.
Correct. They're bands. Well done. Abbreviated term for phase of sleep in mammals and birds is REM. Term for an item used for doing things like building or DIY is tool. Fertile spot of desert where water is found. Hudson, you'll know this one is oasis.
Yeah.
Transcendent state of freedom from suffering in Buddhist theory is nirvana. So there you go. REM, tool, oasis, nirvana. They're all bands. I'm just going to check the comments, have a little fun, see. Nice. Okay, cool. And then the final question of the round. This one's pretty easy. Which one have you got? Who got this? Shout out.
Planets?
Yes, they're planets. The Roman god of war is Mars. Term for dirt or soil is Earth. Yellow-coloured dog from Mickey Mouse is Pluto. Unless is Pluto a did I fuck up here? Because did one of them get removed as a planet? I don't know. And then element known as Quicksilver is Mercury. So there you go. Mars, Earth, Pluto, Mercury. That concludes the round, guys.
Cool.
Now comes for the moment of shame. You got to give your answers. Okay, Jamie, what did you get?
I just got one.
One? That's
the cards.
good work. That's absolutely fine. Hudson?
I got 3.
3, very nice. And Lucy?
3.
3. Nice, good game so far, guys. It's hard to know who's in the lead. All right. Round 4. Here comes the penultimate round. This is vegan general knowledge. This is 10 questions. So round 5 will just be general knowledge. That's where you're going to have to out-nerd each other. But round 4 is vegan general knowledge. This is all stuff from the vegan movement. All right. Let's get into this. This is just so it's nothing tricky like that round we just did there. This is just standard quiz questions, just like the first round was. Okay, so note down your answers. Question number 1. What was the name of Donald Watson's wife? What was the name of Donald Watson's wife? Someone in the chat shouted out "nooch." That would have, yeah. Oh, dear. All right, question 2. We all know of the documentary Dominion, but who wrote the 2002 book Dominion on the same subject of animal oppression? So I'm going to assume that the documentary is
actually... video on this, right?
Did I do a video on it?
It was like the most it wasn't like a Halloween thing, like the most.
Oh, actually, Hudson, keep quiet because I might allude to that in a question later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But no, that wasn't about this. This is about just a book in 2002 called Dominion. Who wrote that book? Who wrote the book Dominion 2002? So this is some early noughties animal rights knowledge coming out for this question. All right. Question 3. What do the letters of Gary Yourofsky's website and organization ADAPT stand for? Now that's ADAPTT. So you pronounce it ADAPT, but it's got 2 T's at the end, guys, okay? ADAPTT. What do the letters of that organization run by Gary Yourofsky stand for? So ADAPT, but spelt with 2 T's at the end. All right. Question number 4. What is the name of the vegan who represents the USA at the Olympics in weightlifting? It's the vegan weightlifting phenomenon. He represents the US at the Olympics. What is his name? Also goes to show how clueless American carnists are about just everything, because they're always like, hey man, I've never seen a strong vegan in my entire life, dude. And then it's like, literally the guy you sent to the fucking Olympics is vegan, who represents you, you idiot. All right. Question number 5. Who originally said the following quote? We have enslaved the rest of the animal creation and have treated our distant cousins in fur and feathers so badly that beyond doubt, if they were able to formulate a religion, they would depict the devil in human form. Who said that quote? We have enslaved the rest of the animal creation and treated our distant cousins in fur and feathers so badly that beyond doubt, if they were able to formulate a religion, they would depict the devil in human form. Tink, come here. Say hello to the people. Say hello. Say hello. I want you to meet our new foster dog that we've got.
See the tail.
Yeah, see her little wispy tail in the background. People want to see you, baby. Come here. Look. Come, sure. Come here. Look. Come up here. Up. There she is. Oh, yes. Look, everyone wants it. Yes. Yes.
Look how
She's a big.
sweet. This is my foster cat.
Oh, she's beautiful. She's a big polar bear. Look at her. The big polar bear. Okay, there we go. That's it. I better get back to the quiz now. Oh, there you go. Good girl. Yes.
No.
And annoyingly, my fucking ring light has gone off. All right. Question number 6. Which former MMA fighter made the Game Changers documentary? Which former MMA fighter made the Game Changers documentary? All right, lie down, Tinkerbell. Good girl. Lie down. Lie down. Which former MMA fighter made the Game Changers documentary? All right. Now, this next question is the one you alluded to a moment ago, Hudson.
Oh, no.
What was the pen name of the mysterious author who wrote the radical 1991 animal liberation text, A Declaration of War? What was the pen name of that mysterious author who wrote that text? A Declaration of War, 1991. I see she's got her little playing tree there in the background, Jamie, to run around on. Her little jungle gym.
He uses it too.
So good when you see cats doing that. All right. Number 8. Leanne Ratcliffe is better known among vegans by what name? Leanne Ratcliffe. What is she known as by us? All right, number 9. Marissa Miller Wolfson created which vegan documentary? That's Marissa Miller Wolfson created which vegan documentary?
Can you repeat, please?
Yep. Marissa Miller Wolfson created which vegan documentary? And no, Alpha Sophist, the answer is not your mum.
George, check the private chat.
Okay. That's it. We've got one more round after this. Yeah. Okay, number 10. In music, vegan artist Richard Melville Hall is better known by which name? Richard Melville Hall. All right. Are we ready for the answers?
Ready.
Cool. All right, number 1. What was the name of Donald Watson's wife? Shout it out if you got it.
Mrs. Watts.
I guessed Rebecca.
No, it's Dorothy. Dorothy Watson.
Close.
All right, number 2. We all know of the documentary Dominion, but who wrote the 2002 book Dominion on the subject of animal oppression? Any of you know this? It was Matthew Scully. Matthew Scully. Number 3. What did the letters of Gary Yourofsky's website and the organization ADAPT stand for? ADAPTT. Anyone know?
It's Animal Defense and Protection, and then I don't know what the T's are.
It's Animals Deserve Absolute Protection Today and Tomorrow. Okay, number 4. What is the name of the vegan who represents the USA at the Olympics in weightlifting? Any of you know?
Patrick.
Kendrick Ferris.
Kendrick Ferris. Is the correct answer.
No. What about the strongest man in the world?
I think he retired.
Patrick is German. He's not going to represent the USA at weightlifting when he's German.
It's better to try something than to not try anything.
Yeah.
So I tried that as well.
True. Yeah, no, it's Kendrick Ferris. So well done, Hudson. Number 5. Who originally said the following quote? We have enslaved the rest of animal creation and treated our distant cousins in fur and feathers so badly that beyond doubt, if they were able to formulate a religion, they would depict the devil in human form. Do you know who that was?
Einstein or Darwin?
Gary Yourofsky.
Philip Wolin.
No, so they're all quoting this person. So the quote is by a bishop called William Ralph Inge. So he was the bishop who said it. So it's actually you can use this against Christians because it was actually a Christian bishop who said this. Yeah, so a very good thing to use there when debating Christians on veganism. Right. Number 6. Which former MMA fighter made the Game Changers documentary? Anyone know?
Chris Wilkes, right?
James Wilkes.
James Wilkes. So well done, Jamie.
That's not fair because your name is Jamie. So it's easy
Yeah, Jamie. Jamie got it. Hudson, I can't accept. I'm sorry, man. I had to get the name right. All right. This is number 7 now. What was the pen name of the mysterious author who wrote the radical 1991 animal rights text, A Declaration of War? Who was it, guys?
It was something weird, like something creepy.
Okay. Is it Jonathan Safran Foer or Peter Singer?
No, it was a mysterious pen name that they used. So it's
so
not.
weird.
We don't know who wrote it. It's a weird pen name. It's like a pseudonym.
I don't know.
It was Screaming Wolf. Screaming Wolf. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Number 8. Leanne Ratcliffe is better known among vegans by what name? Who is Leanne Ratcliffe, guys?
Daniel Radcliffe.
She's definitely not Harry Potter. No, it's Freely the banana girl.
Okay.
She's Leanne Ratcliffe. Yeah. All right. Number 9. Marissa Miller Wolfson created which vegan documentary? Any of you know?
Forks Over Knives?
No. It was Vegucated.
Oh, interesting.
Vegucated. All right, and number 10 in music, vegan artist Richard Melville Hall is better known by which name? Any of you know? Moby. Yeah. So that's Moby. All right. Answers. Right. Score tallying time, and then we have the final round. All right, Jamie, how many did you get?
I got 1.
1. And Hudson?
1.
Lucy?
0.
0. So it's pretty tight then, guys. We can say that. There's definitely not much in it. It's quite a relief because you end the round like, shit. And then you hear everyone else score and it's like, ah. Okay. Round number 5. Okay, last round now, guys. 10 questions. This is general knowledge. Okay, general knowledge. Nothing about veganism here, apart from it might be the odd animal question, okay? But apart from that, you're now just fully nerding off against each other about stuff unrelated to veganism. Question number 1. What is the world's largest rodent? What is the world's largest rodent? So the species, not like, an individual, like you know, Larry the so-and-so who lives somewhere.
Yeah, Larry the rodent.
Yeah. All right. Question number 2, geography buffs. What is the capital of Australia? What is the capital of Australia? Nathan in the private chat says George is the largest rodent. I'll take that as a compliment because rodents are cute as fuck. All right. So question 2 was, what is the capital of Australia? Question 3. Which king succeeded Queen Elizabeth II to the British throne after she died last year? No need for the number after his name, by the way. So you don't have to say, you know, King so-and-so, the 5th, 6th, blah, blah, blah. Just king, blah, what was his name? Which king is... So in layman's term, who is currently the king of the United Kingdom? All right. Number 4. Who voiced Mufasa in the original Lion King movie? So not the recent live action one with the weird CGI and stuff. The original, the OG Lion King from like 1994. Who voiced Mufasa? All right, number 5. This is quite a cute one. Jonathan the tortoise, the world's oldest known living land animal, is based on which remote island? I'm going to find out how old he is for you as well. Okay, he's about 191 years old. He's seen some shit. he's lived through the world wars. He's lived through like the Boer War. He's lived through
Crazy.
Probably lived through the fucking American War of Independence.
I think 191 years. That's like what, like 1830 you were born?
He was born in 1832 allegedly.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Hatched in 1832.
He's like
Bro has seen some shit. But we want to know what remote island he lives on, guys. Jonathan Tortoise, in his old age, his retired age, where does he live now? After going through the Blitz and all the horrors of the First World War as well, where has Jonathan retired to? All right, number 6. A Google is a number 1 followed by how many zeros? A Google is a number 1 followed by how many zeros? For all you little maths nerds out there. This was actually, don't know if any of you know of the coughing scandal here for Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, but this was actually the £1 million question. And you might have heard about this in the States. This guy basically cheated to win the million here and got done for fraud. He had people in the audience coughing at the right answers. So it'd be like, oh, I'm not sure if it's B. And then someone in the crowd would be like, and he'd be like, yeah, do you know what? I think it is B, actually. And he managed to win $1 million. Yeah, look it up. He's called Major Ingram. Look it up after the show, though, because you might get the £1 million question, whatever. But this was basically...
Did we get £1 million for getting this right?
I'll just dig that out the bank for you right now. All right. Number 7. How many moons does Mars have? How many moons does Mars have? So the Earth obviously just has one moon. That's why we just call it the moon. But how many does Mars have? All right. Number 8, to make this more authentic, actually, I might get Lucie to repeat this quote in French. So the question is, number 8, what was Marie Antoinette apologizing for when she allegedly said, "Pardon me, sir, I did not do it on purpose," as her last words moments before she was guillotined? So this is one for you history buffs. So Marie Antoinette was the Queen of France. And she said just before she got her head chopped off, "Pardon me, sir, I did not do it on purpose." What was it she was apologizing for when she said that? Lucie, would you like to repeat that back in French? What she said? Pardon me, sir, I did not do it on purpose in French.
Excusez-moi, monsieur, je ne l'ai pas fait exprès.
There we are. It's as if we were there at the exact time of her execution. Loved it.
Wonderful.
Amazing. All right. Number 9, the penultimate question of this fascinating, tantalizing quiz, guys. And I want to thank you all so much for your participation. It's been great. Number 9. What is the famous defense mechanism of the horned lizard when threatened? What does this little guy do when a predator comes close to them, basically? What is the famous defense mechanism of the horned lizard? I wish I could do this myself. This would be sick for dealing with carnists. All right. And number 10, the last question of the Big Fat Vegan Quiz of the year 2023, guys. Number 10. Which country boasts both the world's oldest national anthem and the world's oldest airline still operating under its original name? So it's the country that has not only the world's oldest national anthem, but also the world's oldest airline. Right. I think it's answer time, isn't it, guys? And then we can declare the winner.
Let's do it.
Okay. Question number 1. What is the world's largest rodent? It is, guys, what was it?
Guinea pig?
Nope, definitely not.
Rat.
Nope. It's the capybara. Do you all know what that is?
Nah.
Well, let me flash that motherfucker up on the screen for you because they are cute as hell and they are massive.
Honestly, I had them in my head, but I didn't know the words, so I'm very frustrated.
Oh, no. Right, let me flash this up for you. There he is.
Oh my God.
A big old capybara eating his watermelon. Isn't he cute?
So cute. Oh my God.
Right. Okay. Question number 2. What is the capital of Australia? Did anyone get this?
Canberra.
Correct. It's Canberra. Well done if you got that, because everyone thinks it's either Sydney or Melbourne, and it's not. It is Canberra. Canberra is the answer. A point if you got that. All right, number 3. Surely an easy one. Which king succeeded Queen Elizabeth II to the British throne after she died last year? Who is it, guys?
Charles.
It's King Charles, correct. Yep. All right, number 4. Who voiced Mufasa in the original Lion King movie? Who was it, guys?
Morgan Freeman.
No. It was James Earl Jones, who I think also played Darth Vader.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, James Earl Jones. All right, number 5. Jonathan the tortoise, the world's oldest known living land animal, is based on which remote island? Do any of you know this?
Hawaii.
I
Definitely
guess Madagascar.
No. Although close, because it is sort of near the coast of Africa. But
I think I should get the point.
It's a little remote island sort of in between
Seychelles?
Africa and South America. It's called St. Helena.
Oh, yeah.
It's St. Helena is where he spends his retirement days. And I think St. Helena, I think the only reason it's well known is A, because of that. And I think something to do with Napoleon. Maybe Napoleon died there. But yeah. Okay. Number 6, a Google is the number 1, followed by how many zeros? How many zeros, guys? Do you know?
1 million.
No.
2.
No. That would be 100.
Isn't it followed by a Google zeros? Or is that Google Plex?
I don't fucking know. The answer is 100. So a 1 followed by 100 zeros is called a Google.
Google should change their logo to like Google.
And yeah, guys, you need to check out the just look after this Google Major Charles Ingram, or Major Fraud as he's colloquially referred to in the UK. He's the guy who won the £1 million by cheating in 2001. It was September 2001. He won £1 million by listening to coughs from people he'd placed in the audience for the right answers.
Did they take the money back?
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. There's a great drama about it on ITV. I don't know if you can watch it in the States. It's just called Quiz. And there's a 3-episode drama about it. But you can watch documentaries about it on YouTube and stuff. But yeah, ITV, after it, they were like, nah, this is way too suspicious. We've never seen a player play like this before. He's like saying an answer's wrong. He'll say it's definitely not that. And it'll be like, no, actually it is that. And it's like, there's no one plays like this. There's no way you can win $1 million like this.
What's this guy's name?
Major Charles Ingram. So he's an army major, a very respected army major.
Wow, okay, I'm gonna have to watch this.
And all right, Jamie, we'll let you go because you got a dash, so I'll speed up with the answers.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. Okay. How many moons does Mars have? Anyone know, guys?
12.
No. It is 2. I think they're called Phobos and Deimos. All right. This one's a fun one. What was Marie Antoinette apologizing for when she allegedly said, "Pardon me, sir, I didn't do it on purpose"? Anyone know?
Cutting off someone's head.
Well, no, because she was about to have her head cut off. So what was she apologizing for?
Eating cake.
Not being vegan.
No.
She tricked.
I like that, Hudson, but no. It was she accidentally trod on the executioner's foot. It's funny, isn't it? So the guy who's about to hack her head off, she accidentally trod on her foot and on his foot, and she said, "Sorry, I didn't do it on purpose."
What did she do to his foot?
She accidentally stepped on his foot.
Oh my God.
That was it. Okay, so those were her last words. All right, number 9. What is the famous defense mechanism of the horned lizard when threatened?
Spikes.
Poke you.
No.
Inflating their head.
They squirt blood from their eyes.
Wow. Oh, dang.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
You're saying you wish you could do that.
That would be sick. Number 10, the final one. Which country boasts both the world's oldest national anthem and the world's oldest airline still operating under its original name? Anyone know?
England?
American Airlines.
England.
It's definitely not America.
England.
No. It's the Netherlands. So they have the world's oldest national anthem, Het Wilhelmus, which I think was written in like the fucking 1100s or something crazy. And then they have KLM is the world's oldest airline. So there you go. All right. I will take your scores then, please. So Jamie, how many did you get that round?
2.
2. Hudson?
2.
2. And Lucy?
2 as well.
2 as well. Okay, I'm going to now just add up your scores.
We should do one that's like double or nothing.
Yeah, double or nothing.
Right. Okay.
One final question.
Feel free to chat amongst yourself, guys, and you can even look in the live chat now or whatever, just while I'm doing your scores.
Let's see who's in the chat.
Yes, have a look. Very suspenseful. Who's it going to be, guys? Let us know in the comments who you think did it.
What's up, Chris Hines? Tyler Rayburn.
Yeah. Hey, Tyler.
Right. We have a winner. In joint last place with 10 points is Lucie and Jamie, which means the winner of the big fat vegan quiz of the year with 14 points to his name.
Thank you.
Hudson Tarlow.
Well
Thank you.
deserved.
Bet on you, you know. I did. I told
So there you
George.
go.
So I won with this answer.
All right. Well, listen, we hope you all have a fantastic new year. Thank you, everyone, for being such fantastic participants. Had a great time doing that quiz. And thanks, everyone, for tuning in and watching. Please share if you found it a fun quiz. And yeah, we will see you all in the new year. So I'll end the stream now and let all of you go. But thank you all for participating, guys. We'll see you later.
Thank you. Bye.
All right.
See ya.